Hello internet world, welcome to a new video on the Geekanoids channel. In fact, the start of a brand new series, yes, a brand new series, State of the World, something very different for me to share with you on the Geekanoids channel. And in this video series I want to discuss with you not only the changes I've seen in this world that we live in over the past sort of 40-50 years, but also an insight into how technology has played a part in these various changes and how indeed technology can continue to play a part in the particular topic I'm discussing in the video. Part of the video might come across as a rant video, but I'm hoping that it will give you some insight, some food for thought, and also a chance to share your experience and also your opinion in the comment section below. Now I'm doing these live as well, because if you're tuned in live you can take part in the live chat or the super chat. We can get the discussion going on this topic, and if you're watching after the live broadcast, of course you can leave a comment in the comment section below. Now the opinions expressed in this video are purely my own, but I think some of them you might be familiar with, and you might well have seen these changes or noticed these changes as well. Today I want to talk about driving manners, and in fact in the latter part of this video how technology advancements could possibly help this a lot as well. Now manners in general, treating elders with respect. I've got very sort of old-fashioned values that were instilled in me by my father, to really show respect to others, to even do things like opening doors for people. Yeah, very old-fashioned, I know. And even to this day I still walk on the outside of the pavement when I'm walking with my wife or my daughter, for example. It's just something I do. And in relation to driving, I've noticed big changes, and changes that I've experienced in probably the last 5 years or so that didn't happen before. And I think it's sort of occurred as people's thought processes have changed, but also as there's been more cars on the road. Now back in the day when I first started driving, and how long ago was that? Probably about 30 years ago, everyone seemed very polite on the road. Of course you still got people that got a little bit irate behind the steering wheel, but for the most part you would see people get to their car, they would open the door for the other passenger to get in, shut the door, go round to the driver's side, and if you were on the driver's side facing out near the road and a car was coming past, you would wait. You would wait by the back of your car, because one, you didn't want to get knocked down. Two, it's just the right thing to do. You wait until the road's clear to actually get access to your car. And then when the road was clear, you would go round, get in your car, start, mirror signal manoeuvre, all the normal sort of business before you drove off when it was safe. Nowadays I've seen a trend happening, a bad trend, and what I see happening now is people, they just walk out, no concern at all for cars coming past, straight round to their car door, open the car door regardless of if somebody's coming past on the main road, get in the car, and then even pulling out a lot of the time, not so much, but sometimes pulling out, you see people and they pull out and indicate as they're manoeuvring with a lot of sort of disrespect for other road users. And it's the getting in the car that I find really strange to process. My thought process on it is, why would you put yourself at risk like that? It's almost as though you're expecting the car passing by to have to stop or to swerve, when really you should be protecting yourself and waiting until the way is clear. And I've seen this happen multiple times. It's not just an isolated case. I've also seen on many occasions and experienced it as sort of the driver on the receiving end of this, where I'm approaching maybe a junction or a roundabout, and the cars that are supposed to give way because they're either behind give way lines or they're on the roundabout where they're giving way to traffic on the roundabout, actually see you. They actually make eye contact with you, and yet they still go. This is the part of the video that sounds a little bit ranty, doesn't it? But it happens to me on multiple occasions. And I'm not a particularly fast driver. I think I'm a very conscientious driver. I'm a very respectful to others. I keep good distance. I'm really very careful driver with a good driving record as well. Touch wood, I haven't had too many mishaps over the years. And the mishaps I have had were of no fault of my own. But it makes me think as to what is in people's minds when they do these particular things. And I think it's just driving manners and driving etiquette and not following the highway code, which is a big thing in my book. When I took my driving test all those years ago, they still had the highway code books, slightly different driving tests back then, but certainly when I've helped my daughter and my son with their driving test, the highway code played a big part. And the rules of the road are there to be followed, but I don't see them being followed a great deal nowadays. And this leads me on to talk about technology. Of course, this channel, Geekanoids, is all about technology. And I want to talk to you a little bit about autonomous vehicles, electric vehicles, self-driving cars, completely driverless cars, which are already in use in some places and will become more commonplace. Now, with the likes of electric cars and other cars with driver assistance, I think they could potentially be a problem initially, because as we become more reliant on being able to search for things on Google, we don't store things up here as much. And as we become more reliant on cars doing certain tasks for us, will we lose those skills? Will we lose the skill to reverse park and parallel park into a space when cars can do that for us? Will we lose the skills to check around us when we can just indicate and the car will wait until it's safe to pull out into a safe overtaking space or another lane, for example? Will we become so reliant on the technology that we haven't got the basic driving skills and make the problem that I discussed in the first half of this video even worse? That does worry me. And I hope that doesn't happen. The more exciting technology for me, and something that I think will help sort of road safety as a whole, is completely driverless autonomous vehicles. And I think with that technology on the horizon, when that becomes more commonplace and becomes refined so that it is really foolproof, and you use that in combination with all of the smart road technology as well, that will reduce road traffic accidents, that will reduce problems. I think the initial concern is the mix between the new vehicles, the autonomous vehicles, and the regular vehicles. That crossover period is the period in time that's going to be an issue and a concern. But I think once we're up to sort of maybe 80–90% autonomous vehicles, and who knows, in the future it may well be that it's 100% autonomous vehicles. Probably not in my lifetime, but maybe in some of our younger viewers' lifetimes. That's the exciting time. That's when I think we will see a big shift and a big change in the way we get from point A to point B very safely indeed. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. I will be doing more state of the world videos in the future. So if you've also got a topic that you would like discussing in a future video, please do put that in the comments section as well. Thanks for watching, everyone. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. Don't forget to share a link to the video as well on your favourite social network. And also, if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. I'll see you in another video very soon.